Dear students, today I am going to start exercise 7.2, which is based on different properties associated with triangles. So, question number 1 of this exercise is, in an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC. In isosceles triangle ABC, we are given AB is equal to AC. So, next is bisectors of angle B and C intersect each other at O. Join A to O and show that we have to show that first OB is equal to OC and then OA bisect angle A. It means OA divides angle A into two equal parts. So, what is given in this question? We are given in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC and then OB and OC are bisectors of angle B and angle C respectively. Now, what we have to prove? We have to prove first part OB is equal to OC and second is OA bisects angle A. Now how we are going to prove it? As we are given in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC. Now if AB is equal to AC, so their opposite angles will be equal. So angle C is equal to angle B. Now which property we have used here? Angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So by using this property, angle C is equal to angle B. Now if angle C is equal to angle B, we can write half of angle C is also equal to half of angle B. What we have done, multiply both sides by half. So if angle C is equal to angle B, then half of angle C is also equal to half of angle B. Now you can see OB is the bisector of angle B. Therefore, it divides angle B into two equal halves. So we will use this part of angle B, which is inside this small triangle OBC. So what is this angle? OBC. So half of angle B will be angle OBC. Similarly, half of angle C, we will use that half of angle C which is inside this small triangle. So it will be angle OCB. Now, side opposite to angle OCB. OCB. Side opposite to angle OCB is side OB. And similarly, side opposite to angle OBC is side OC. So which property we have used here? Sides opposite to equal angles are equal. So our first part is proved, that is OB is equal to OC. So this is our part 1. Now moving to part 2, we have to prove OA bisect angle A. So we are taking these two triangles, which is ABO and ACO. We are taking these two triangles and we will make them congruent. So in triangles ABO and triangle ACO, we have now in these two triangles, what we are given, AB is first is condition is which is given, AB is equal to AC. So we will write it is given in the question. So we will write given. Now second is OB is equal to OC. OB is equal to OC, that we have proved above. In first part we have proved this. So then now we are using second half of angle B and second half of angle C, which we have not used earlier. So angle OBA is equal to angle OCA. Now why angle OBA and OCA are equal? Because we have written here half of angle C is equal to half of angle B. Earlier we have used this half of angle B and C. Now we are using this half of angle B and angle C, which is equal. So we can write here, because half of angle B is equal to half of angle C. Now these two triangles are congruent. Now which congruency criteria is used here? See, we have two sides equal, that is one was AB is equal to AC. Now OB is equal to OC, we have proved in part 1. Two sides and included angles. So we will write by S side angle, side congruence rule, or congruence criteria, you can also write congruence rule. Triangle ABO is congruent to triangle ACO. If both these two triangles are congruent, so by CPCT, now what is the meaning of CPCT? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, means if in all triangles have 6 parts, that is 3 sides and 3 angles. So if two triangles are congruent and we have proved them congruent by any congruence criteria, that is here we have proved it by SAS, so other two angles and one side is also equal. So by CPCT we can write angle, this angle BAO is equal to angle CAO. It means therefore OA bisects angle A. Now by CPCT these angle A is divided into two equal parts. So OA bisects angle A. Yes students, in question number 2 we are given in a triangle ABC, AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. What is the meaning of perpendicular bisector? That is AD is perpendicular to BC and it is bisector of BC also. It means it is dividing line segment BC, or you can say side BC of triangle ABC into two equal parts. So we have to show that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle in which AB is equal to AC. So what is given in the question? Given is that AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC in triangle ABC. So what do you have to prove? We have to prove triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. In which we have to prove that AB is equal to AC. Now how we are going to prove? See, in this question we are given AD is a perpendicular bisector of BC. So we will write as AD is the perpendicular, you can use short form of perpendicular bisector of BC. Therefore BD is equal to BC. So it is dividing this this side of triangle ABC into two equal parts. So BD will be equal to DC. Now we will take two triangles ABD and ADC. Now in triangle ADB and triangle ADC, we are taking these two triangles and we will make them congruent by any congruency criteria which is appropriate in this question. So here we are given AD is common side common to both the triangles. So we will write AD is equal to AD and it is common to both the triangles. So we will write common. Now as AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC, so angle ADB is equal to angle ADC, each 90 degree. So it is perpendicular on BC, so therefore these two angles are 90 degree. And one more condition is given to us that BD is equal to DC as AD is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So now we got three conditions to satisfy congruency criteria, that is side AD, then side BD and included angle that is of 90 degree. So we will write by SAS congruency rule, triangle ADB is congruent to triangle ADC. So if these two triangles are congruent, so therefore AB is equal to AC by CT. So if AB is equal to AC, hence triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So we have proved this result that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So with this our question number 1 and 2 is completed. We will start question number 3 in the next video.